welcome to my live. And without further ado, I'm going to open up with the mantra before we get started, okay? SCORPIO Damasoma Jyotirgamaya Rityurman Vedangamaya Shanti Shanti Shanti. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my live. So, first thing I want to say is cheers, good morning. Hopefully you have to clink. I'm going to wait for a little bit before I get started. Hopefully it's not too early when you're watching this. But whenever you watch this live, it is the best time, okay? Do. Big music, right? Do. Oh, if you need to know, timestamps are going to be down below in the description box and comment area. Okay, so you can go right to your reading. Good morning. You just joined my live. Don't forget to hit the like button. In the 3:30 mark, I'm going to let everybody know what's going down in this live. Good morning, everyone. Don't forget to hit the like button. Hi there, Alex. Good morning. Just joined my live. Don't forget to hit the like button. Cheers, everyone. Got your coffee? You ready for some oracle readings? Clink. Hi there, Mike. Nice, Alex. All right, so in this live, I'll be doing all zodiac signs from Aries to Pisces, sun signs, okay? Just know your zodiac sign, okay? I'll be helping you tuning into your spiritual source. Something neutral to say about your spiritual source, I'll be calling it like Great Spirit, okay? But this is in order to help give you guidance for from your spiritual source in order to have creative solutions for your money, career, your evolution, and romantic life, okay? You can watch this at any time because whenever you watch it, that time is great, okay? Hi there, Nicolo Michael. Awesome username. Glad you can join me. So yeah, that's what's going to go down in this live. I'll be doing all zodiac signs. Now, if you don't know the zodiac sign order, it goes Aries first, then Taurus, then Gemini, then Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, okay? Alex, are you really 10 years old? Aren't you, why are you up this early if you're 10 years old? And why are you watching my channel? This is for adults, goofball, okay? Oh. Hi there, Viral. Glad you can join me. Don't forget to hit the like button. Oh, you're good, Alex. They removed their message. Apparently, they're not 10 years old. Hey, thank you, Viral. Hey, Viral, and people who just joined my live, I'm doing all zodiac signs. I'm going to tune into your spiritual source so that way you can get guidance in your money, your career, your evolution, and romantic life, okay? So, without further ado, let's drink a little bit of coffee together, clink, and then I'll get started, okay? Got to have a little bit of water too. Even though I love coffee. All right. So let's do Aries first, okay? All right, Aries, the time has come. Let's ask your question for your reading, okay? If you just joined my live, hit the like button, please. Now, for Aries, what guidance should Aries take from Great Spirit, their spiritual source, in their stability, like money, career, their evolution, and romantic life whenever they watch this? First card out, Beacon of Truth. Okay, Aries, we're going to see what kind of guidance this is in your money first, okay? Then we'll do your career, then your evolution, and then romantic life, okay? And this is what's going to be like for all zodiac signs, okay? Just so you know. So clarify Beacon of Truth with one card. You'll see why I'm laughing, okay? Got gossip. All right. So when it comes down to your money, your spiritual source, Aries, is trying to guide you through any bullshit gossip in regards to people wanting to spread gossip about your money. You're being guided not to give into this gossip around you, but to keep focus on what it is you're investing your money in and how you have a financial plan to keep your money in balance, okay? Because when you pause and tune into more of your inner guidance, taking good care of yourself, doing that spiritual process of meditation, Aries, you'll choose what's right, okay? That's what you're being guided to do. So that way you're not giving into this bull crap, you know? Oh, what is Aries doing? What blah, blah, blah about their money? Aries is like, yeah, gotcha. All right. So your career, you got wild creation. Clarify wild creation. One card for Aries. Loss. All right, Aries. If you are experiencing any loss in your career, it's a blessing in disguise. So that way it challenges you to remain open to surprises, okay? Because there's a beginning to there's every ending to a new beginning. And that's getting you to be optimistic about your career, okay? And finding those creative solutions, okay? And going with the flow of things. So you're being guided to be open to these surprises in your career. Like I said, you can mourn whatever's going on in your career, but a new beginning's about to happen to get you through that loss, okay? I also get part of your guidance. Don't force an outcome here in your career, okay? So heads up with that. Now your evolution, you got illuminated vision, okay, Aries? So clarified illuminated vision. One card for Aries. Roots of stability. Nice. All right, you know, Aries, like said, with any kind of loss, you're needing to be optimistic because this is part of your evolution. To get through the uncertainty, any bullshit around you, you get what I mean? Because there's a new beginning that's happening. And first, it's going to happen within inside you. So, if you need any help, you're being guided to have this affirmation. If you start to feel things weighing down on you through the changes that are happening in your life, okay, including how you feel about it. And that is simply by saying, I'm reaching my full potential, okay, Aries, because you're being guided to keep optimistic and having courage about your dreams and reaching those dreams, okay, Aries? This is what's going to plant roots of success within inside you, keeping you grounded through any challenges that are going on here in your life. It helps nurture your being and having a stable base here in regards to your loving career that is about to go to its next new expression, okay? First, like I said, it's going to happen within inside you because it's going to light a fire within inside you to confront things in such a different way with this courage, okay? You'll become more of a beacon for yourself and others because it's like not giving up kind of spirit. It's like a earth warrior, if you want to hear it like that. That's what I'm getting, okay, Aries? So that's what you're being guided to do in your evolution. Now in your romantic life, Aries, you got universal. Yippee! Okay. Clarify universal design with one card. Let your friends help you. You know why I smile, Aries? It's like, yeah, sure, when you feel like it, because, well, we like doing things on our own, right, Aries? Wink, wink, nudge, okay? What it means by letting your friends help you. Yes, you have your friends around you and your family that will always be your support system in different kinds of occasions. But allowing your own spiritual source to be that friend and ally towards you, that's what you're being guided to do. Use your spiritual source to help you get through uncertainty and imbalance, okay? Especially about your romantic life, okay? Whether you're single or couple, Aries, okay? See it part as a sacred web giving life to your dreams. You're being guided to collaborate with your spiritual source in regards to your romantic life, okay? All you have to do is ask, okay? By praying, meditation, whatever your belief system is, Aries, okay? Because this is really going to help you start learning how to love yourself and respect yourself in such a different way where whoever is attracted to you, single Aries, is going to be very attracted to your self-respect, okay? It's something I do, Aries. And that means you stand up where it's needed, you use your integrity, and you don't back down, okay? It's reasonable what you want in your romantic life. And if someone's not being reasonable with you, it's because, well, it's okay. They want to choose something different. So acceptance is very hard to come by, Aries. We have to learn it in our path in different kinds of ways, okay? Accepting that other people want a different life romantic life, that kind of stuff, okay? But you're needing to know this so that way you can attract the person in um, that's going to want the same thing you want in your romantic life, okay? So definitely use your spiritual source and your power of meditation to connect, okay? That's what you're being guided to do with your romantic life, okay? So Aries, that's your reading, okay? Big hugs, you're always welcome, okay? And guess what, Aries? Things are going to go great. Be optimistic, okay? I am for you, all right, goofballs? So big hugs again. I'll see you later. Now let's move on to Taurus. Hey, Taurus. You're up this early? Yippee! You probably have your freaking coffee going, what's the tea today? Gotta be silly in the morning. Better be silly than a crab ass. But if you're being a crab ass, it's all right. Big hugs. Sorry you have to get up this early in the morning and then probably have to work, right? So big hugs. We're both on the same boat, but I'm here doing your oracle reading so that way when you get to work there safely, you're being optimistic about the day instead of, well, down in the dumps. It sucks to be down in the dumps, Taurus. I don't need to dump this on anyone, but I'm not been myself and depressed. Okay. Clayton, time to shake it off, right? Because life can be so much worse, okay? You can be losing your limbs down in the hospital and you're aching to have your limbs again. So look what you do have and be thankful for it, because there are people that literally don't have their eyeballs, their limbs, the things that make them comfortable, okay? And then when you're wiggling that off, you go into the shower and you take a shower and start letting yourself know that, well, all the bullshit is washing away from you, you know? And start talking to yourself up, meaning we're going to get up, we're going to take good care of yourself, we're going to do things one step at a time. And see, you're accomplishing more than what you thought you did the last day, you know? All right, Tauruses, big hugs. Back to you. Big hugs to Clayton, too. You got this, Clayton. You can get over this depression. I should know. And everybody else knows, as a human being going through the depression, you don't stick in that avenue very long. Or else, well, the time you wake up, hopefully it's not, you're in your 80s in a diaper and someone's there wiping your butt and you're like, what? Where the hell did I come here? Well, that depression, you don't want to let it get grip of you all your life, you know? Big hugs, Clayton. All right, Taurus, back to you. All right. For Tauruses, what guidance should Tauruses take from their great spirit or spiritual source in their ability, in their stability, like money, career, their evolution, and romantic life whenever they watch this? Ooh, rising above, Taurus, in your money. Clarify rising above with one card for Tauruses. Precocious. Okay, Tauruses. You're being guided here to go within using your spiritual process of meditation or reflection, okay, Tauruses, in regards to your money. So that way you have clarity and grace about how it is you want to deal with your money matters and how you want to take action towards it, because you're getting a heads up from your spiritual source. Your money is going to be flowing quickly, but only to leave out fast, okay? So you're getting a heads up from your source to have fast changes regarding your money or an unexpected turn in your finances, okay? So that way it's not flowing out like no other and you're like, what the hell? So spend in balance, okay? That's what you're being guided to do. And also to have clarity. If you get discombobulated, if you're second guessing yourself about your money, if something's bothering you about your money, like sometimes we overspend as well, we're using shopping as our mechanism of balance, that's when you're going to have to change things around, okay? Because when you do, you know, money is not going to fly out so quickly anymore, okay? So that's about your money and that's your guidance, okay? Now about your career, you got lunar magic. Interesting. Clarify lunar magic with one card for Tauruses. Underworld. All right. I got channeled in. You're just needing to keep focus on nurturing your career because of the fact it's going to go through changes and you're going to see different ways of how you can make money here in your career. So write them down in a journal because they're not stupid. So you're going to get some really cool ideas on how to make money. And focus on your life purpose of whatever it is your career is. But yeah, definitely give yourself those beautiful ideas, write them down because you'll know how to bring them to life in different parts or different times of your life, okay? So that's your guidance. Keep on going with your career, even if it's going through cycles, keep on nurturing it, okay? Now, your evolution, okay, Tauruses? You got guardian armor. Clarify guardian armor for Tauruses. One card. Flames of passion. Woo! You cannot say Tauruses don't have that burning passion within inside them because they're bulls and rams. Well, they're beautiful human beings to begin with, but they have them, you get what I mean? No quitting sense. Yippee! All right, so you're being guided in your evolution to make healthy boundaries in your life, especially guarding against any fear or doubt, okay, in your life. This is going to keep you going, the long momentum. It will also keep you from not any burnout or that. So yeah, this is, you're needing to know this so that way you can keep on having that momentum throughout your life, okay? Tauruses, yippee! Just make sure you're not burning anybody. Get what I mean, Tauruses? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Don't burn yourself in the toe either. Yeah, I got that channeled in, Tauruses. Especially if you're cooking or camping, but especially cooking with hot oil, okay? Watch it when it goes ping, ping, ping. Not my toe today. All right, so now let's go into your romantic life, Tauruses. See the beauty. Verify see the beauty with one card. Let your friends help you. All right, so your source, whatever you believe in, God, Great Spirit, the universe, Tauruses, you're being guided in your romantic to come up with a plan here on what it is you want to start nurturing in your romantic life, whether you're single or couple. Have you been neglecting yourself, Tauruses? Because if so, that should be your first practical step in your romantic life, is taking good care of yourself. Because when you're good, guess what, Tauruses? You see the world as being effing beautiful, right? But when you're not good, you're like, all hell is breaking loose and the sky is falling and I'm down in the dumps, screw going outside, I'm staying in. And I'm binge watching some kind of bull crap and I'm eating until I feel like I'm going to do the kapuki puke. Yeah, the kapuki puke. We don't want you to do that, okay, Tauruses? So this is why you need to collaborate with your own spiritual source. So if the first practical step is taking good care of yourself, make sure you're taking, the utmost nice massages, getting your hair did, getting your nails did, Tauruses. Those are just some ideas as your self-care regimen. Be consistent with it, Tauruses, because you will know how to nurture your new love interests or going out and about dating, or even if you're in a couple situation, you'll go about it in a different way. Because you'll feel it because you did it for yourself. And you'll be able to ask your partner, if you're in a romantic relationship, you want me to cook you your favorite thing, or you want me to give you a back massage? You'll just know, This also helps heal expectations in your romantic life, whether you're single, couple, Tauruses, okay? Because you're going to have the courage to really do things different when you take this guidance, okay? All right, Tauruses, that's your reading, okay? Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe. Hey, Tauruses, you're always welcome, okay? Big hugs. Now let's move on to Geminis, okay? Thank you, Clayton. And thank you, Sarah Smith. And those in the chat, glad you can join me. Okay, Geminis. I'm going to set up your reading and then we'll get started, okay? Yeah, I just cut them the other night. I take good care of myself too. I walk my talk, so that way I can be the best leader I can be to anybody who watches me. Because you matter. Big hugs. All right, Geminis. For Geminis, what guidance should Geminis take from their spiritual source or great spirit in their stability, like money, career, their evolution, their romantic life whenever they watch this? Steady effort. All right, clarify steady effort with one card. Business. Business as usual. All right, so you're being guided, Geminis, to keep on moving forward with your money. You'll find more resources and rewards waiting for you. So this is a time to not be intimidated, to step into that role of being a businessman or woman with your money, okay? Raise more of your awareness and think bigger if you want different outcomes. So you're needing to up your investment towards whatever it is you're investing in or who you're investing in, okay? This is going to help you take one step at a time to doing those big investments, okay? Whether it's on people or things, okay? To get a bigger and different outcome, okay? That's when things are going to really take off. And that's your guidance about your money, okay, Geminis? Now you got rhythm of life. for your career. Let's see, Geminis. Clarify rhythm of life. One card for Geminis. Comfort. Yippee! I got channeled in, Geminis. Your career is not a lost cause, okay? I get even channeled in whether you're a Gemini, single, or couples, okay? You're being guided to collaborate with your spiritual source of to manifest your ideas into reality, because your ideas are not stupid, okay, Geminis? Your ideas are not stupid, okay? Write them down. I don't care if you're like, well, it sounds retarded. Keep on writing them down in your journal, because you will know different times and how to bring them to life, okay? This is what your source is trying to tell you. They're not stupid, okay? Because your source is trying to get you to feel more comfortable and the money you make in your career, okay? While you may not be wealthy, you will live comfortably, okay? This is getting you to settle into your ideas. So that way you're not holding them back anymore, okay, Geminis? Because your finances are going to be in a state of balance, okay? And so is your career. So you're needing to collaborate and manifest those ideas in your career, okay? Again, they're not stupid. That's your guidance. Now your evolution, Geminis, you got golden map. Yippee! Clarify golden map with one card for Geminis. Feather of Hope. If you're wondering why all this is going down in your life, Geminis, it's because your spiritual source and whatever you believe in is trying to get you to align up with your spiritual source and your desires, okay? And that is going to your utmost true purpose here in life. That's what you're being guided to, is really to align your desires with your spiritual source, okay? So that way it cultivates more hope in your life. You know what hope is? It's that light, okay? It's that light within inside you. If you're not cultivating anything, you're giving into that darkness and you're sitting in the middle of the dark room going, well, this sucks. And I'm there going, yeah, you lose hope. That's what's going to feel like. You're stuck in the middle of the room in a dark space. And I'm there like, Gemini, guess what, Gemini? You don't have to be like this or act like this or anything. It's okay. Guess what? Optimism creates that light and that hope, okay? So you're needing to learn how to harness that by connecting to your spiritual source. And don't give up on what you dream and what you desire, okay? Because it's not stupid, Geminis. Yes, I'm going to say it's not stupid because it's true. It's not stupid. Our desires is what gives us the fire that burns, okay? So this is getting you to ignite that hope about your life, looking and perceiving things differently, okay? It's part of your evolution. So that way you're always giving yourself that passion, that burning momentum, that empowerment to keep on moving forward, okay? That's what your spiritual source wants for you. Not to sit in the middle of the room, Geminis, and be like, well, this sucks. I'm in a dark room. Nothing's going to happen because I'm stuck. So I'm here to go poke, poke. Don't be afraid, Gemini. Let's get you out. Because it's not cool just being stuck in a dark place. You get what I mean? All right, so that's what you're being guided in your evolution. Now, beacon of truth is what you got in your romantic life, Geminis. Clarify beacon of truth with one card for Geminis. Forgiving and learning, not bad. Hey, guess what, Geminis? You're being called by your spiritual source to take a pause, have some reflection time, meditation time, okay, with your spiritual source. Even if you're praying and getting some things off your chest, it's okay if you need to. It causes balance, okay? It's relieving any kind of stress or conflict. It's also just getting a weight off of your chest if you need to hear it like that, okay? But when you're turning in, and that's what you're being guided to do, you're starting to honor more of your inner guidance and knowing what's right for you, learning how to forgive and learn more, because you're learning how to take back control of your life. You're learning also acceptance and forgiveness in your romantic life, whether you're single or couple, okay? This is what you're guided to do, so that way you feel free from all this, okay? And you don't feel any lack, but you're creating movement again in your romantic life, okay? So that's your reading, Geminis. Really hope it helps. Hit the like button. Big hugs, Geminis. Guess what? Guess what? You're welcome back at any time, okay? I love doing these readings, especially Geminis, okay? So, I'll see you later. Now we're going to move on to Cancers. Hey, Cancers. I'm going to set up your reading and then we'll get started, okay? By the way, good morning, everybody. Cheers. Coffee. Hey, Cancers, let's do your reading, okay? For Cancers, what guidance should Cancers take from their spiritual source or great spirit in their stability, like money, career, their evolution, and their romantic life whenever they watch this? Hey, Cancers, you got rhythm of life for your money. Money, 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 money. Money. All right, clarify rhythm of life with one for Cancers, one card. Unexpected. So when you're investing in your own life purpose, Cancers, this is really getting you to manifest with your spiritual source, the universe, okay? And things will grow more in time with your money, okay? So that's what you're being guided to do, just in case you haven't been, okay? Just prepare for any unexpected financial setbacks, okay? So what's getting channeled in? So have some money saved on the side while you're still trying to invest in your life purpose, okay? That's what your guidance is in regards to your money. Now, of your career, Cancers, you got golden map. Yippee! This is a great thing. Clarify golden map with one card. Unlocking. That's awesome. Labor of love. So you're being guided to align to your desires with your spiritual source, because then you're going to understand how truly blessed you are in regards to your career. So don't go for a job that you hate, is what's getting channeled in. To be crystal clear, Cancers, about your career, because this is going to help you unlock more abundance and free from limitations that you had with other jobs before, okay? Yeah, those other jobs were very much limitation towards you, but whatever your life purpose is in your career, keep on going for that. Because your hard work is going to pay off very soon here. I'm focusing on your life purpose in your career, okay? So now your evolution, you got beacon of truth, okay, Cancers? Clarify beacon of truth with one card for Cancers. Seek clarity. So you're being asked by your own spiritual source, Cancers, to spend some time with yourself so that way you understand your own inner guidance before taking any kind of action here in life. So that way you choose what's right and then you have that clarity, okay? So don't neglect your reflection time, your meditation time, your self-care time, okay? Because it's going to really help you embrace being honest with yourself, facing any kind of consequences, and focusing on your own personal growth, okay? Yippee! That's about your guidance for your evolution, okay? Now here's your guidance for your romantic life. Wild creation. Nice. Clarify wild creation for Cancers. One card. Very soon. You're being guided, okay, to go with the flow and being open to surprises, single and couple Cancers of your romantic life, okay? Because you're going to be making decisions about what it is you want to do here in your romantic life, but you're also being guided to keep open to the surprises that are coming to you, singles and couple Cancers. Because you deserve love, Cancers. You are lovable. There's your sign. Okay? Yes, very lovable, okay, Cancers? Big hugs. And that's your guidance for your romantic life, okay? So, Cancers, it's always a pleasure. You're always welcome. Hit the like button and subscribe. Hey, guess what, Cancers? Please enjoy your journey now, okay? Now I'm going to move on to Leos. Hey, Leos. Hopefully you're having fun wiggling that butt so it doesn't go numb. I'm going to set up your reading, Leos, and then we'll get started, okay? All right. For Leos, what guidance should Leos take from their spiritual source or great spirit in their stability, like money, career, their evolution, their romantic life, whenever they watch this? Shining wisdom. First card out for your money. All right, Leos. Clarify shining wisdom with one card for Leos. Perfection. Hey, guess what, Leos? I had to learn this like early this month in regards to money. Yeah, we all have to learn different things in life, okay? Even on a deep level sometimes. So you're being guided in regards to your money to learn and teach yourself how to grow through perfectionism in your money, okay? Because money will come and go, but you're just needing to learn what you need to learn in regards to growing out of it. So that way you don't get stressed out anymore. You know what I learned about it? Money will always come and go. As long as you have a financial plan, it can be as simple as this, saying, I'm going to pay all my bills, I'm going to save up my money, I'm going to spend in balance. And then write down what is it that you want to invest in for your business, vacation, and all that. And you do a little at a time, okay? So if it's something you really want, then make that a priority and save up for that, okay? So that way you don't feel, and ever since I did that for myself, I don't get stressed out about money anymore because I know things happen in its perfect time and its perfect place as long as I plan for it, do a little at a time with it, invest more in my emotional stability. So meditation, self-care regimen, being consistent with it. It's been easy for me to get through any kind of stress in life, including money, okay? Because you're not here to suffer to grow in regards to money, okay? But you're here just to learn from the experience of it so that way you can do something different and allow yourself to be stable through it, okay? What makes it hard is if we want to invest in the stress and getting in our head about it, okay? So that's all you have to do is do something different, okay? So you're being guided to do that. So that way you are focused more on manifesting your goals in balance and not giving into investing in a mental prison or stress anymore, okay, Leos? Because there'll be a lot of luck on your side once you do something different, okay? So I give you different ways of doing it and you just pick what's right for you, okay, Leos? But that's what you're being guided is to learn and teach yourself how to do things different in your money so that way you're not giving into perfectionism, okay? Now your career, illuminated vision, Leos. Yippee! Clarify illuminated vision with one card. Teacher. Ooh. So when it comes down to your career, you're being guided to teach others of what you've learned in regards to your career. That and how to do things in balance, where you're not a workaholic, but you're taking good care of yourself and your career in balance. So you're being guided to do that more of divulging that with the people around you, especially if they have an imbalance in their career or just people you work with, Leos. Because you're a blessing to them is what's getting channeled in, Leos. Also, I get for some of you Leos, you're just needing to keep on investing in your dreams in regards to your career. Because you're inspiring others around you, Leos, okay? especially if you're a massage therapist. So heads up with that. Now, your evolution, you got universal design, Leos. Clarify universal design with one card for Leos. Release burdens. So you're needing your Leos, you're guided to collaborate with your spiritual source to release any kind of burdens in your life. Let go of what no longer serves you and allow newness in your path now. Because your spiritual source wants to help you grow whatever it is you're dreaming about. Okay? For your own growth. So that's what you're guided to do in your evolution. Now your romantic life, Leos, you got heartfelt palpitation. Clarify one card for this heartfelt palpitation for Leos. Retreat. Leos, you're being guided to have patience in your romantic life because there's things unfolding in its perfect time and in its perfect way, Leos, that are in a relationship or not. You're being guided to take some time out for yourself, singles, and for couples is taking time out for you and your partner. So that way you can enjoy your own company, for you single Leos, and for you couple Leos to enjoy time with each other. Things are going to unfold more in your romantic life and healing as you do this, okay? And you're being guided because you guys are going through divine timing, okay? So it requires patience, healing time, and you receiving that divine timing, okay, in your romantic life. That way you enjoy life better. You can reconcile any kind of differences, especially for some of you singles that have been dealing with somebody from your past. Okay? That's what I have for you, Leos. Really hope it helps. Hit the like button, Leos. You're always welcome, okay? Big hugs. Now I got to move on to Virgos. Hey, Virgos. I'm going to set up your reading, okay? Cheers, everyone. Good morning. Blink. Gotta mark down what zodiac sign I'm on, just to make sure. All right, Virgos, you're up. Good morning to the viewers that are watching me. For Virgos, what guidance should take from their spiritual source or great spirit in their stability, like money, career, their evolution, and romantic life whenever they watch this? True North. This is about your money. Clarify True North with one card for Virgos. Silence. All right. So you're being guided, Virgos, to listen to your intuition, okay, about your money. And that means don't share anything about your money towards anybody, okay? Because you've been learning and teaching yourself a lot about your money and how you want to put it into practice in order to accumulate more. So you're being guided not to talk to anybody about your money, okay, Virgos? It's for a reason. You'll know about that more later if you haven't already known. Now, your career. You got treasure within. Clarify treasure within with one card for Virgos. Spirituality. So you're being guided to be authentic here in your career, understand your values, because you're going to be led to discover more through being connected with your spiritual source about your career. There's going to be slow progress here in your career, but you're going to get where you need to go, okay? Keep on using your spiritual process to connect to your spiritual source, okay? Because more is coming here in your career. You just need to be stable through this slow motion in your career. So that way you don't get stressed out, okay? That's your guidance for your career. Now your evolution, you got sacred alchemy. Okay, Virgos. Clarify sacred alchemy with one card for Virgos. Peaks reached. Nice. Keep on your guidance here from your spiritual source, Virgos, about your evolution that's going on with inside you and in your life. Keep on having in your awareness, okay, your intentions here in situations, okay, and being aligned with your spiritual source about your intentions, okay, because it's going to help you hold more meaningful, powerful connections in your community, like networking with others, okay? And it's going to help you achieve those goals and you celebrating with those new network of people, okay? So to be crystal clear, collaborate with your spiritual source. You'll know which people to network with, okay, Virgos, and achieve those goals in your life, okay? What got channeled into Virgos? Eat well, okay? Use a lot of your energy and mind power, okay? Now your romantic life, Virgos, you got steady effort. Clarify steady effort with one card for Virgos. Codependency. So when it comes down to your romantic life, single and couple Virgos, you're being guided to keep on moving forward and you'll find more resources and rewards waiting for you in your romantic life. even if it's clearing out codependency here in your romantic life, standing up for what you want or releasing any kind of codependency, addictions, and stuff. Because when you make that effort, you're going to see the same effort from your romantic partner, and newness will open up for you, Virgo, males and females that are single, okay? And that's your guidance from your spiritual source in regards to your romantic life, okay? And you'll get to that goal where things are growing more, okay? Instead of getting caught up in stagnancy and codependency and addictions, okay? I'm rooting for you, Virgos. We all go through some things, have to release certain things, okay? But in the end, my goal for you is to always thrive, okay? And not go back into survival mode, okay? So Virgos, that's your reading. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And Virgos, you're always welcome, okay? Big hugs. Now let's move forward to Libras. Good morning, everybody, by the way. All right. All right, for Libras. What guidance should Libras take from their spiritual source or great spirit in their stability, like money, career, their evolution, their romantic life, whenever they watch this? First card out, Mystic Circle, Libras. Yippee! Verify Mystic Circle with one card for Libras. Student. Hey, guess what, Libras? You're being guided to stay grounded, stable, being practical, being cautious, like going slow about your money, okay? Because you're going to be learning more about your money so you can break some cycles and learning how to manage your money in such a different way, or at least seeking some kind of financial advisor, okay, that can help you. But if you're like, yeah, that's too much money, wouldn't blame you. So this is why you're teaching yourself how to do things practical, one step at a time, okay? This is going to help you trust yourself more and seeing the bigger picture of what you want to do with your money, okay? That's what you're being guided to do. Now, your career, you got True North. Clarify True North for Libras, one card. The Office. All right, so for Libras, your spiritual source wants you to listen to your intuition in order to make decisions here and know which way to go here in your career. That way you get through any kind of setbacks, but especially you getting things done. Think of the greater good, Libras, not just yourself, to achieve a better outcome, okay, here in your career. So you delegating more tasks significantly boosts your earnings here in your career, okay? So trust making those decisions, okay? Trust yourself. That's what you're being guided to do by your own spiritual source. Now, in your evolution, you got treasure within. Clarify treasure within. One card for Libras. Go on your own. You're being guided through anything that's going on in your life, but especially with inside you, to use your spiritual process of meditation, so that way you're always connecting with yourself and your authenticity, okay? Letting your own heart lead you and your values. So that way you're trusting yourself in your journey and paving your path with more courage, okay? This is getting you to be like to the utmost power of decisiveness, Libras. Big hugs. Guess what, Libras? Every human being goes through indecision, and we all have to learn how to be decisive. So, guess what, Libras? It's your turn again. You're like, whoa. Big hugs, Libras. All right, here's your romantic life. Art, real connection. Nice. Verify real connection with one card for Libras. Deception. Cheers, Libras. Blink. You're being guided to seek out support in your own community, even your soul tribe, okay? Libras that are couple and singles in regards to your romantic life, and you'll just know who is supportive towards you. I will always be supportive towards any kind of human being. Also Libras, okay? So big hugs, Libras. You're always welcome here if you need any kind of support from me, okay? Especially in regards to your romantic life, okay? Because with that support, even the support that you need to always know that you have is your own spiritual source as well. He'll get you through any kind of deception, any third party situation that's going on within, beside you, or around you in your romantic life. Because you're being guided to seek out that support so that way you're not giving into any kind of deception about your romantic life. Because I feel as though some of you just like overthink things, and then some of you are just like doesn't want the same kind of bullshit in your romantic life over and over again, whether it's a third party situation or you just have this feeling like you're being deceived in your romantic life. So this support is going to help you. Clarify this deception with one card again. It's that deception that creeps into your mind thinking like the worst case scenario. So that's why I clarified this. You just need to stay optimistic about your love life, single and couple Libras, because that's the fear that really can like rip you to bits and put you in a mental prison, single and couples, thinking that people are always going to do that to you in your romantic life. So whenever you feel that deception come in, okay, that fear, do your spiritual power of meditation, okay? And then you'll get the insights in your meditation of what to do next, okay? So that way you can confront this deception in such a different way, okay? Because every Libra is going to be different, okay? And I want you to trust yourself, okay? But first, make the practical step of a meditation. So you're grounding yourself, and getting the solutions from your spiritual source in your meditation. Okay? And then you'll know when you come out of that meditation what to do next. Okay? Because you love and you're lovable, and you also deserve not to be stuck in your head about any kind of fear or deception, okay? Got to just keep on learning how to trust yourself, even in your romantic life. Because the past is not going to come back around to haunt you unless you want it to, Libras. So don't let it. Be in the here and now with me, okay? Because that's where it's at. And that's what your spiritual source wants you to invest in more, okay? No matter if you're in a couple situation or you're a single Libra, okay? So that's your reading, Libras. Big hugs. You're always welcome, okay? Please enjoy your journey, and I'll see you later, okay? Always welcome, Libras, okay? Now let's move on to Scorpios. Now, Scorpios, I'm going to set up your reading. Good morning, everyone. Cheers. All right, for Scorpios, what guidance should Scorpios take from their spiritual source or great spirit in their stability, like money, career, their evolution, romantic life, whenever they watch this? Infuse intent. This is about your money. Clarify infuse intent for Scorpios, one card. The Office. When it comes down to your money, Scorpios, you're being guided just to understand what your intentions are for your money. So that way you can delegate more tasks with your money, how you pay people for their services. And make sure when you're doing so, they're actually doing the service and that you're not being double charged for something that they're doing, okay? What's getting channeled, and you need to look more into that if people are not double charging you, Scorpios, for their services, okay? But I get in general for you, other Scorpios, is that you understand where you're putting your money in, okay? Understand your intentions. Is it for growth and expansion, or is it what got channeled in, is it for an addiction? Okay, being guided to do something different with deliberate care and caution, okay, in regards to your money. So there's your guidance from your spiritual source in regards to your money. Now your career, you got spiritual strength. Clarify spiritual strength with one card. Partnership. Yippee! All right. You're being guided in regards to your career to let your spiritual source guide you through any kind of challenges in your career in order to conquer those obstacles, especially in regards to partnerships. Okay, Scorpios, yeah, there's some ornery people, no matter if you're if you own your own business, Scorpio, or if you work with fast food. I can relate with Scorpios in different levels, especially working with people in fast food. There are some ornery people I had to work with when I was working for McDonald's, a pizzeria. What else? KFC. I think there was one more. But anyway, so big hugs, Scorpios. I get it. Honoring people around you. So you're being guided to connect to your spiritual source so that way you're creating more of a strong, successful partnership here in your career, being grounded and stable around people who are being honorary towards you, and understanding where you can cultivate certain relationships and let go any kind of limiting partnerships in your career in order to cultivate more of that success. Okay. No one says that you have to be friends with everybody in your career, but at least you can be neutral. You know what I'm saying? All right. Now of your, what is it? Your evolution. Okay. Got guided steps. Verify guided steps with one card for Scorpios. Divinely guided. Nice. So, in regards to your evolution, Scorpios, you're being asked by your spiritual source to trust the process. Even when your path seems blocked or unclear or uncertain, you need to keep on moving forward in life, okay? Don't give up. Don't surrender. If you feel the light that diminishes within inside you of that courage, you're needing to do your process of meditation and self-care. That's what keeps the fire roaring within inside me. Okay. So this is why I'm saying you need to do the same. Okay. Scorpios. Because I know how sometimes you guys like to go in hermit mode, crawl under a rock, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. My self nodes in Scorpio, okay? So I know the Scorpio, and to be able to dance in the dark while Scorpio is going, what the hell are you doing in my domain? Big hug, Scorpios. But if you trust this guidance, okay, this is going to help you trust and receive more guidance here through anything mysterious. Allows you to be open to new ways of doing things through this through the uncertainty. Okay, this is really getting you to really trust yourself in such a different way, especially with me guiding you. My intentions will always be, Scorpio, look at me. My intentions will always be for you to thrive, not survive. Okay, that's my promise. Okay. Now, your romantic life, Scorpio. I love this. Healing lack. A lot of people are doing it. I had to do it. So guess what? Guess what, Scorpio? You're getting through it too. In your romantic life, all right? So clarify healing lack with one card for Scorpios. Chemistry. Yippee! All right. That was a huge yippee, right? Did I wake you up, Scorpios? You're like, yeah, I still need more coffee. All right. So you're being guided to heal any kind of lack in your romantic life, especially when you start to feel that you're not good enough, don't have enough, you are not enough, or don't do enough. You get what I mean? Because what you need to start enforcing, whether you're single or couple Scorpio, is this: I have all I need. And look at yourself in the mirror, give yourself a goofy ass smile or face. You get what I mean? Make yourself laugh and really snap yourself out of it, Scorpio, because you are good enough. You have all that you need, and your perception just needs to change. And also, you becoming, well, more kind with yourself by saying you have all that you need, okay? Because the only person that can heal that lack is you, no one else. You can try to search above and beyond. You think a Scorpio is going to be going up, across that valley, up those mountains? Because, the first thing I can think of is, oh my God, having to go up those mountains burns the knees, Scorpio, burns the knees, okay? We only want you to only explore if you feel like it, not having to run yourself through the mud by thinking, yeah, you have to do something like an obstacle like that just to heal a lack. It can be so easy, So give yourself that time and space. Talk nice to yourself again. Say you are enough. You have all that you need, and be happy with it. Because I bet you if you saw somebody without any of their eyeballs or their limbs, the things that make them comfortable, then you'd be like, okay, my life is not that bad. Holy crap. You know what I mean? But this also heals things here in your romantic life, Scorpios. Okay? Doing something different to heal that lack, okay? Integrating more of that joy in your life is going to heal lack. Investing more in your emotional stability is going to heal that lack, because then you're going to really see it and believe it. It's when you don't and do the complete opposite, you're investing in something that keeps you stuck, miserable, and in survival mode, okay? Because you need to really see that whoever this person in your life is, okay, whether it's a love interest, person you've been focusing on, or that romantic partner for you couples, you guys have a lot of chemistry. Okay? You got to see this chemistry. You're just needing to heal those issues. Some of you, it's that family issues. I don't know if you're your mommy or your daddy told you or taught you about lack. It's okay if they didn't. There's always a perfect time, a perfect place, like these moments where you finally heal it. And then you forgive your mom and your pops because they didn't know. There's no freaking handbook and how to be a human being and how to go about things, Scorpio. So don't be so hard on yourself, okay? And even if it did, it doesn't mean that it's going to hit home with everybody else. The guide to be a human being from blah, blah, blah by blah, 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 Dr. blah, blah, blah. You get what I mean? It's not going to hit every single human being and how it's going to. Everybody goes through different kind of phases in life, seasons in life, cycles in life. And so this is your cycle, Scorpios. You're healing that lack, healing family issues. And it's great because it's going to really get you to see things and be free of things too. New perspectives, free of the old crap. And it's going to be great because you're going to be thriving in different ways in your life. Okay? So have hope. Don't give up. And don't crawl under a rock for very long, Scorpios, because we all love seeing the Scorpios. Okay? So big hug, Scorpios. That's your reading. Don't forget to hit the like button, and you're always welcome, okay? And I'll see you later, okay? Now let's move on to Sagittarius. I really like that reading. Hey, Sagittarius. Got your coffee? Feeling comfortable in your jams? Big hugs. Guess what, Sagittarius? It's Sagittarius's reading. Yippee! So Sagittarius is, what guidance should Sagittariuses take from their spiritual source or great spirit in their stability, like money, career, their evolution, romantic life, whenever they watch this? Spiritual strength for your money. Clarify spiritual strength with one card for Sagittariuses. Silence. Now, I'm not saying Sagittariuses should shut up, but what you're being guided to do from your spiritual source, okay, Sagittariuses, is not to say a word about your money to no one, okay? It's for a reason, okay? That way you can delegate any tasks that need to be done, okay, with certain people. That way people are not saying, hey, Sagittarius, you shouldn't be spending your money on this and that and this and that, okay? That's the reason why, Sagittarius, just shh, don't say any. Me and you know, but I'm not going to say, hey, Fernando, that's a Sagittarius. I'm not going to cause that drama, okay? Unnecessary drama for a Sagittarius, not here, okay? But you're being guided to have strength and letting your spiritual source and spirit guides from any kind of challenges along the way, okay, about your money. So this is what's going to help. You're going to be a ninja stealth mode. Okay. Very cool. Now your career, you got guided steps, Sagittarius. Hi there, Christy Bull. Hi, Alex again. Back to you, Sagittarius. Clarify guided steps for Sagittariuses. One card. Rebel, the rebel. All right, so when it comes down to your career, Sagittarius, your spiritual source wants you to trust the process of moving forward, letting go of any kind of restraints or limiting beliefs that are blocking yourself in regards to your career and abundance, okay? So get your ideas going is what's getting channeled in. Start the planning process, okay? Because your ideas are not stupid, Sagittariuses, and that's what your spiritual source wants you to know, okay? You got universal design for your evolution. Clarify universal design with one card. scales of balance. So your spiritual source wants you to collaborate with them or with your, I don't know what your spiritual source is, okay? Sagittarius is, they're all going to be different because different people watch me, okay? But you're needing to collaborate with your spiritual source so that way, and how do you do that? Through your prayer and meditation, okay? So that way your spiritual source and you can align. So that way it's growing your dreams, okay? And not just, so that way through your evolution, you have an equilibrium as well. So that way you can make decisive decisions about your dream, about your love, life, and your career, okay? There you go. There's your guidance, your evolution. Now your romantic life, Sagittarius, is couples and singles. You got real connection. Yippee! Clarify real connection with one card for Sagittariuses. Deception. Verify deception with one card. Healing family issues. All right, Sagittarius is your spiritual source wants you to connect with your support system, especially your spirit tribe. Okay. I'm part of your spirit tribe, so you're always welcome here. And you're being guided here to heal any kind of deception here in your romantic life, okay? Especially if it's third-party situation with somebody here, like a family member or a parent, okay? Okay, Sagittarius is, but whoever this third-party situation or whatever it is, whether it's a career, a person, single and couple Sagittariuses, you're being asked to heal it, okay? And you'll find that support system that will help you heal it too. Gaining a new perspective and advice, okay? So how do you heal deception of a third-party situation? Well, if it's about work and you were working way too much or the person was working way too much and it caused an imbalance in your romantic life, you're being asked to sit down with that person and see if they still want to be in a relationship with you. Because if they do, they have to confront this by doing things different to have a relationship with you. Now, if this is an actual person that came in and wanted to split you and your partner up because, well, their values are completely different than your two, and they got in the middle between you and your lover, couples counseling is the first start. And sometimes we need to sit down and have a conversation of what needs to change, okay? And reestablishing if you still want a life with each other and healing those issues, okay? That's how you confront things, couples, and that deception, okay? Now, talking to a Sagittarius that's a single and is like, I dealt with someone who cheated on me and I don't know if I ever want to date. You're being guided to heal those things now. So that way, you start restoring your hope and your own faith that not everybody is going to do that to you. Just because that one did that to you in the past doesn't mean you're going to repeat that cycle, because guess what? You're going to invest in yourself in such a different way so it doesn't repeat that pattern. Sometimes going into counseling, sitting down and investing in yourself and how to grow and expand yourself, that's a great investment instead of keeping yourself caught up in the past in that cycle of ideology. It should only trigger that you need to heal, okay, Sagittarius, is not to close yourself off from everybody that wants to have a life with you, you know, even if it's romantically. So this is why you're being guided from your spiritual source to do something different, okay? So that way you're not caught up in thriving mode and with those burdens, but you're heading into thriving mode and healing and enjoying life again, okay? Because we're not here to suffer, to grow, okay? Sagittarius is not even you in regards to whatever deceit you went through in your romantic life, okay? So that's your reading, Sagittarius. Is big hugs. Really hope it helps. You're always welcome, okay? Subscribe and hit that like button. And I'll see you later, okay? Now let's move on to Capricorns. Hey, Capricorns. Gonna set up your reading, okay? And we'll be right back. All right, for Capricorns, what guidance should Capricorns take from their spiritual source or great spirit in their stability, like money, career, their evolution, and romantic life whenever they watch this? Healing lack, not bad. Clarify healing lack, one card for Capricorns. Writer. All right, Capricorns, you're being guided by your spiritual source to heal any kind of lack here in your money, especially with inside you and how you feel about it. So you need to write down here how you can manifest more abundance and be happy with that new plan. Also, investing in your emotional stability, that you have enough, you do enough, and you are enough, okay? By simply saying this, I have all I need, okay? This is what's going to help you do things in such a different way, okay? So that way you're thriving, surviving anymore. But also your spiritual source wants to let you know too, don't tell anybody about your money, okay? Or it causes more drama. Keep this to yourself and implement that new plan, okay? And your emotional stability, and things will get better and improve, okay? Now, your career, you got clear passage, Capricorns. Clarify clear passage, one card for Capricorns. Leadership, yippee! Cheers, Capricorns. Clink. So Capricorns, you're being guided by your spiritual source to make these choices make good choices in your career, and it's what you desire, okay? Don't be afraid of leadership roles, okay? Because once you accept this leadership role in your career, Capricorns, Your career will go upward, okay? If you get discombobulated, do your power of meditation to get through any fears that are holding you back. Just be yourself, okay? When you step into this leadership role. And there's your guidance in your career, okay, Capricorns? Now, in your evolution, you got blessed growth. Verify blessed growth. One card for Capricorns. Divinely guided. Yippee! So your spiritual source, Capricorn, wants you to know to stay grounded and rooted in your intentions here in life and nurture your dreams, okay? And also to trust in the wisdom of this. This is what helps you foster hope. Okay? Heading you towards your dreams, your full potential, okay? Now, you got real connection for your romantic life. Verify real connection for Capricorns. One card. Chemistry. Yippee! So, your spiritual source wants you to seek more support here in your support circle or your soul tribe. And since I'm that, you're welcome at any time, Capricorn, if you need any help in your romantic life, whether you're single or couple, okay? I do those kind of readings too. But you're just needing to know that whoever this is, singles and couples, Capricorns, you have a lot of chemistry with them, okay? Even on a level. You're just needing to be more in the here and now to nurture, not caught up in the past or the future possibilities. Really spending time out with them, nurturing that, because then it helps the person really understand what you're attracted to and what you're putting out there for them. If you keep yourself all in a ball in your own home, it's going to be very hard to know what a Capricorn wants in love. So this is why you're being guided to open up more, to nurture more of your love life and the connection you have with this person that you have a lot of chemistry with, okay? And that's my advice for you, Capricorns, since you're part of my soul tribe, okay? Yippee! So, Capricorns, that's your reading. Hit the like button and subscribe, and you're always welcome, okay? Please enjoy the journey now, okay? And I'll see you later. Now let's go into Aquariuses. Hey, Aquariuses, big hugs. I'm going to get your reading all set up, okay? All right, for Aquariuses. What guidance should Aquariuses take from Great Spirit or whatever their spiritual source is in their stability, like money, career, their evolution, romantic life, whenever they watch this? Real connection. Yippee! Hey, Aquarius. Cheers. Coffee! It's like gold. And if you're drinking tea, it's like gold too, just in a different way. All right. Clarify real connection. One card for Aquariuses. Odd jobs. All right, Aquariuses. In regards to your money, you're being guided to seek support from your support system in regards to money of people like friends, family, or your soul tribe, okay? So I'm part of your soul tribe, Aquariuses. Yippee! Okay, so you're being guided to look into different odd jobs, okay? Something that sings to your soul, okay? So I don't know what you Aquariuses are in, but I get like different artwork, designs, look into what you do as hobbies and nurture that of selling more of those things that you do for hobbies. Like if you make any kind of different products, you can make those products and put graphics on it. Okay, do something new now. You can do one for every single season. Okay, so since fall season's coming up, look into the fall season in that. But I get different slogans and stuff like that. And don't get caught up into any kind of quick, rich scheme thing. Okay. This won't be your career, but this is it's going to bring in money for you. Okay. These odd jobs. And just know that freedom is more important than financial security. But to keep very quiet about what you're doing. Okay, Aquariuses. What kind of products you're doing and all that until it comes out. Then you can share it with your community. I'm sure you already know this, Aquariuses, but I'm giving you the green light. Yippee! That's about your money and what you're being guided to do, okay? Now your career, heartfelt palpitation. Clarify heartfelt palpitation with one card for Aquariuses. Precocious. You're being guided to ask your spiritual source for help and also doing a gratitude list that you're thankful for everything, but especially what's going on in your career because it could be worse, right? But you're also getting a heads up. There'll be unexpected setbacks here in your career, and it might affect your finances too. So you're getting that heads up just in case you need to save a little bit more of your money. Okay. So there you go. Heads up. And your guidance about your career. Now your evolution. You got sacred alchemy. Okay, Aquariuses. Let's see what's this. Verify sacred alchemy with one card for Aquariuses. Be here and now. So your spiritual source wants you to be more aligned with your intentions here in life. Not get caught up in the past or the future possibilities, but be more in the present moment to gain more insight. So you're cultivating more of, I get more of your dreams and also making steady progress moving forward so you can see the achievements in your life. So, and also practice more of your meditation as well throughout your life, so you have those insights. It's part of your evolution. That's pretty cool. You're going to be creating a lot, not being caught up in any past or future things. You'll be with me, Aquarius, right in the here and now. Yippee! The in-between. All right. You got steady effort for your romantic life, Aquariuses. Clarify steady effort with one card for Aquariuses. Chemistry. Yippee! So you're being guided to take one step at a time here in your romantic life, Aquariuses, because there's going to be more rewards awaiting you in your romantic life with that love interest, singles, and for you couples, more chemistry building upon what you have, okay? Because whoever this person is around you, Aquariuses, singles, and couples, someone you have a lot of chemistry with, and you're just needing to stay optimistic about it, especially if you're in a marriage with them, okay? Because things are changing with balancing out the finances and career, more expression of love, and taking it slow so that way you're not getting discombobulated about your romantic life, okay? So yeah, there's your reading, Aquariuses. Please hit the like button and subscribe, and you're always welcome, Aquariuses. Big hugs. Now let's move on to Pisces. Hey, Pisces, you're the last zodiac sign, little tear. But let me set up your reading, and then we'll get started, okay? All right, for Pisces, what guidance should Pisces take from Great Spirit or their spiritual source in their stability, like their money, career, their evolution, plus their romantic life whenever they watch this? Golden map. Yippee! Clarify golden map with one card for Pisces. Mechanic. All right. So you're being guided by your spiritual source and your money to align with your desires about your money, make some plans, so that way you're fulfilling your true purpose here and what you want to happen different in your money. And that's part of making some fixes, so that way you see that change, and it's going to happen slow, but at least it's going to happen, you know? So there's your guidance about your money, Pisces. Now about your career, for your career, Pisces, you got Beacon of Truth. Clarify Beacon of Truth for Pisces, one card. That just fell. The Rebel. All right, so when it comes down to your career, Pisces, you need to spend some time and space with yourself if you get discombobulated, hopeless about your career, because your spiritual source wants you to know that when you take this pause, you tune into more of your guidance before you take action in your career. That way you let go of any limited beliefs or any blocks, and you strip away things from the past that once happened to you in regards to your career, so that way you're paving the way for yourself without those limitations, okay? This is also making you more decisive about your career, but it's also managing things better here in your career and your money. For some of you, Pisces need to look into money managing, banking, and accounting, and any field of finances, especially if you're looking for work, Pisces. Okay? So there's your guidance. And for your career, here's your guidance for your evolution. You got Mystic Circle. Clarify Mystic Circle with one card for Pisces. Steady progress. So you're being guided by your spiritual source about your evolution to stay grounded on your past. So learning and teaching yourself about nurturing more of your practicality and spirituality and balance, like your self-care regimen and some kind of spiritual process of meditation, okay? Because this is going to give you steady progress throughout your life. So that way you don't feel stuck in a mental prison or feeling hopeless about a situation, okay? And that way you have more thoughtful achievements and reaching those goals, okay? So heads up with that. Now your romantic life, Pisces. You got rising above. Yippee! Clarify rising above with one card for Pisces. Expressing your love. Woo! All right. Pisces, your spiritual source wants you to know, when you nurture yourself, doing your self-care regimen, you nurture your self-respect, which is making you very much stable and solid, looking very attractive to your love interest or your partner if you're in a couple situation. And you start blooming more from within. And so when you do, this is your source letting you know that when you start feeling good, it's going to be easy for you to express how you feel towards your partner and vice versa. This is what's going to help you start to nurture more of your romantic partnership with that love interest or that couple situation you're in. But also look into your life to rebalance them out, especially if you have fur babies or kids, okay? Because you're giving more attention to your partner or that love interest, okay? So that's why you have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. But first you have to make it within inside you about nurturing yourself in a different way, okay? And if you're saying, yeah, Mary, I already have, well, here's your green light. Now start expressing how you feel towards your partner more. And do it in a very loving way, okay? By saying they look so beautiful in the morning. You're rolled up right next to them and they'll know you mean it. They really know that you mean it. You know, us women know when you mean it, males, when we don't have any makeup on. And you're like, you are the most, and you know, we haven't been like snoring right next to you, you know, a little bit of drool. And you're like, you are the most beautifulest freaking human being I've ever seen in my life. And we're just going, oh. You get what I mean, Pisces? So that's just like one example, even just showing it through your creative talents of expressing yourself, music, poetry. You'll just pick what's stable for you and not stable, but secure to you to express how you feel towards your partner. Even doing nice gestures, helping around, and you're like, yeah, I do that. Then it's making her favorite meal or getting her favorite dress, surprising her with that, some flowers, and then dinner. Okay, if she likes that kind of practicality, you're lining it up for her. And she needs to get some makeup, you're going to be there to give it to her, you know what I mean? So, this is just ideas, Pisces. And I'm being guided to letting you know that whatever happens, keep on nurturing yourself, investing in your stability for your romantic life, because that's going to get you through anything in life, especially any ups and downs in your romantic life, okay? Because your partner loves you very much. And for you single Pisces, you're going to understand how much that love interest is going to come in and really show you that they really care about you, okay? Just don't hide in how you feel about them either, because they need to know, Pisces. All right? They need to know. All right, Pisces, big hugs. That's your reading. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And Pisces, you're always welcome, just in case you didn't know. And please enjoy your journey, okay? And that is the end of all zodiac signs. If you're just like, yeah, I just came here a little bit too late, you're never late. At the end of this live, I'll be doing timestamps, okay? Then you go right to your reading. Here's an update on what's going on with me and my channel. If you are a tarot reader, healer, psychic, by doing tarot, oracle readings, or even ruin readings too. I'm doing all different kinds of classes for you. They're all free. Everything on my channel is free, okay? That way people can get their message in order to have forward movements and go about their journey, enjoying it, thriving in life. I also have community posts that I do music, share music and movie nights and other relationship. And there's going to be a lot of different things that I'll be posting, but lately it's been relationships and how to move in balance and stuff like that. And if you're a parent, single parent, healing any childhood trauma, needing a transformation and breakthroughs, yeah, all that is on my community posts. It's all free, okay? Now, if you want more of private readings and stuff like that, I have a website that's down below in the description box, okay? But yeah, my next class is going to be for psychics, and that is tomorrow, August 10th, 2025 at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you are a psychic, call in all psychics. This is a great free class for you. Can't wait to feel you guys' energy up in there and help you out. This is for male and female psychics. So it's going to be nice. Let's see. On that, if you're a regular viewer or a new viewer, being like, what else is your channel all about? I do zodiac signs and non-zodiac sign readings to help you in your money, career, your evolution, and romantic life, okay? So I do those lives on Thursdays and Saturdays at at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And what's great is you can watch it at any time of the day after that live is done or during that live, okay? I try to make it where it's flexible for everybody. And yeah, what's going on in my private life? It's going really good. Been nurturing myself, enjoying other people's company in regards to networking with others, spending time with my daughter, and having some time alone because there's certain things I have to get done alone. I try to balance out my time with everybody. My romantic life, optimistic, still single. Not really talking to anybody in a romantic kind of way, to be very crystal clear. But I'm guided to be very patient here in my romantic life, and I'm all for it. It's everything in its perfect time, in its perfect way, right? So I'll be talking more about that as August goes in regards to helping people in their romantic life, whether they want a traditional relationship or the elements of traditional and modern, or just a modern relationship. So I'll be posting more about that so that way it can help guide you in the choices you make in regards to the three options, okay? Me personally, I choose to have a tradition modern, modern kind of relationship elements. And it's just being practical. I always love being in the middle of choosing those choices. It just gives me the balance effect of having Randy. Hi there, I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good too. But I like the best of both worlds because I feel like it's fair to have a tradition modern relationship elements because I love the whole dating, the courting, the marriage, and but still making sure that I'm nurturing my career and my relationship and wanting that for the person I want to spend my life with too. So that's what I consider fair. Everybody has their own look of what they want in their romantic life too as being fair. So I'm all for it. I accept those people that want somebody different than mine. So that's why I'm not, what's the word? Being caught up in non-acceptance about it, you know. So I also guide people that I guide people to move forward from being stuck in that kind of way, you know. So let's see what else is going on. Oh, school's going to be starting up for kids, at least homeschooling, I know, on August, I think it's 17th or 18th. Hold on. We are back. So I found out it's the 18th. Kids are going to be going back on the 18th of August 2025. Yeah, they wanted to do it early, and I don't. It's only because it's on a Monday. Little tear. It's been funny where she's like, "Don't tell me I'm gonna have a nervous breakdown." I'm there like, "So dramatic, are you?" We both laugh. But you remember what it was like being in school and you were a sophomore? And people didn't think I was a sophomore. I looked more like a junior when I was a freshman and sophomore. So I didn't get hazing or anything. If anything, I started laughing because I was like, and a couple of the seniors and juniors like, don't say that around certain seniors because they'll start using you. Man, I don't think they do that so much anymore because the whole conflict with that stuff, it gets so out of control. But yeah, my daughter's never going to understand or know what hazing really is, which is not a bad thing. Told my daughter, I said 3 years. It's going to go by pretty quickly. So I said, enjoy your high school years. Because I didn't realize that until it finally was done. And I was just like, wow. It was one of the best years of my life was when I transferred from a regular high school to a charter school. And this was around the time, because I went from, what was it? I'm trying to remember the high school because I did a couple of moves before we settled in Sarah Vista. We went from Tucson to Sarah Vista around that time. It was Sabino High School, and then it was another high school. It was right across the street from Keys College. But that high school there in Sarah Vista, I hated that high school because they were screwing over so many kids in their electives and their credits and stuff. Now that I know high school a lot different than what I used to, now I understand now why they were trying to keep a lot of kids stuck so that way they would get more money for them. But I ended up transferring out of that school because I was getting more elective credits than I should have. And so I went to a charter school called CAST, and it was really great because I was one of the newest generations that came in that didn't have a bad background with criminal or anything. I just wanted to put my head down and get my high school credits and leave. So part of it was like third tier where it was not on a computer. It was having to bring home work packets. And so before they thought, oh, let's put everything on computer, that'll be a lot easier. And then they can do their time here instead of just time here and at home. And that so we can monitor them more. So I was that first generation before they made everything on computer. We were just taking these big, thick packets coming in. They would grade it and they'd be like, okay, you're done. And you earned your credit. Well, I ended up going there, accomplishing what I needed to, getting a lot of friends, and a lot of my friends that transferred into from the high school I was. And it was really great because in the end, a lot of these charter schools on the West Coast now get a shitload of funding to help a lot of kids that only want to just get their high school done. And it really helps also kids with a bad background, criminal background, to help them get their high school diploma. Not just that, but gives them the support system that they need. And a lot of them moved on to doing something better, and then a couple of them died of overdose and stuff. Big tears for them. But at least they try to do their best. Some people can't even choose their environment they're around, So, anything else? I think the biggest change that is happening right now, and I just want to especially thank all the people that are helping others to transition from survival to thriving. Thank you. But especially call centers, dispatchers, and just people that are helping service other people to get where they need to go, like customer service and that. Thank you so much for your help. Seriously, you guys don't get enough credit having to deal with different kind of people and making sure they get what they need and go. It's not easy to be a call center, tech support, or even just a customer service agent. And thank you all truck drivers too. Doctors, nurses, people that are trying to make this world and people in it comfortable by doing your job and your service, okay? Greatly appreciate you guys and gals, okay? With that being said, set out this end out this live with a mantra, okay? And I'll see you next time. For you psychics, it's tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And everybody else, the next live is Thursday at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? Mantra time. Esitoma sadgamaya namasoma jote gamaya Rityorman Ritangamaya Shanti Shanti Shanti. Take care, everyone. See you next time, okay? Till then, please enjoy your journey. Bye for now.